Roger, in many ways 2016 must have been a really frustrating year for you so far. Are you adjusting your training to compensate for some of the injuries you've had, or has it just been a case of bad luck this year?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I feel it was bad luck to the way the knee injury happened. At the same time, you could say maybe, you know, I've had some issues in my knee that I didn't know of for a long time, and maybe I've just gotten lucky throughout. So I've had a great knee for 34 years, so it's maybe okay for it to happen while I run the bath for my kids. I don't know, that's just how it went. And from then on, I think it's just been tough, you know. Got a virus, didn't feel well in Miami, blocked my back after that in Madrid, but maybe that these are all things that came with the injury, you know, and made things more complicated for me to work out. If you have got two issues at the same time, clearly you're not improving as quick as you're hoping to. So things can become a little bit slow, and it's really important to stay in a positive mindset and look ahead, think the big picture. That's what I did by pulling out of Paris. Looking forward to hopefully still save the rest of the second half of the season, and then also my career. It's important for me to have a fighting chance to, you know, have still a few more years on tour rather than just playing through a lot of problems and injuries and then maybe only hurt myself further.
Halle, of course, a very special place for you. What is it about this event and this tournament that always brings out the best in you?
Well, I mean, I enjoy playing on grass. I think as easy as that, and then plus I've been successful here in Halle, and once you come back to a place where you've done so well over the years, you come back with confidence. It's natural, and I've been, I think, in the finals here for many years in a row now. So clearly this year it doesn't look as good to repeat all of it, but at the same time, because I am the #1 seed, I am the defending champion, I am playing, it is back on grass, you know, all these things make me believe that maybe something is possible, and clearly every match I can win here is only going to help me, you know, feel better and more confident in Wimbledon. But I'm very happy to be back here in Halle. I love the tournament here, the GERRY WEBER tournament. I've had so many nice moments here. I feel like the fans know me, I know the fans, and it's like family almost, so it's beautiful.
You're one of the icons of world sports. You know, you've done everything there is to do in the game, but you feel almost, you know, to some members of the press, you still have something to prove this season with the injuries and some of the defeats you've had this year.
Not really, to be honest. This is more me trying to come back and trying to figure it out. And as long as I'm not going to feel 100%, you know, I can't properly judge myself if I'm playing good or not so good. This year I could play one tournament so far injury-free, and even there I came off a bit of a virus from Brisbane in Australia. Australia was a tournament I felt fine. Other than that, I haven't been well, so I cannot judge those results. I cannot judge those tournaments. I can say, okay, you know, I don't know, my foot's better, my knee's better, my back's better, but I can't be saying like, oh, I'm playing great or I'm playing poorly. That only you can start judging once you're at 100% again, and I'm not there quite yet.
Cool. Obviously, with the grass court season, we've seen a couple of the top players bring in some grass court specialist coaches. You know, Raonic and Wawrinka with McEnroe and Krajicek. I wonder what your thoughts were on that, and also whether, you know, in the future when you do finally hang up the tennis shoes, that was something that you would ever consider doing.
I mean, I find it quite interesting, you know, to bring somebody in just for like sort of 4 or 5 weeks, or 6, depending on how many tournaments you play. I mean, in a way, I think it's nice that legends and, you know, former great players get another opportunity to be part of the game. Maybe they have family, maybe they have a life that doesn't allow them to do 15, 20, 25, 30 weeks during the year. So maybe just like compressed 1.5 months is something that everybody can imagine doing. It. Maybe some of them were anyway going to be at the tennis, like McEnroe in the past, or Krajicek as well. I remember, I think he was doing the radio in the past. So it works out well for them. I don't know where it's going to be going at the end. Are you just going to bring in coaches for just 1 week? Possibly, you know. I think it's a different approach entirely, because there's a lot of work that has been done over the course of years and weeks ahead. So then all of a sudden when you come in with short notice, it's what you're looking for, I guess, from what I'm sensing, it's just that one thing that you didn't know maybe, or that one thing against that certain player, and that's plenty, because that can pay off for everything. So I think it's a really interesting approach. I don't quite believe in it, otherwise I would be doing it. And I'm very happy with my team, with Ivan and Severin. They're great guys, and you know, I feel like I prefer to work on the long term rather than look at the short term perspective.